Did you ever have someone in your life who made you something so special that you felt it? Like maybe your grandma made you special cookies, or your mom made you a soup when you were sick, or whatever it was, and you just felt it. You felt the love from that person. And as a matter of fact, maybe you've had the experience where you've tried replicating that recipe and it really doesn't work. I don't know if you've experienced that. I have. And what I could tell you is that is kitchen alchemy. That is the infusion of intention and love into the food that you are serving. And that's what I'm all about. Hi, I'm Victoria, and if you are new here, welcome. I'm really passionate about cooking food from scratch and about sharing really simple recipes that you can make at home too. And today I want to share with you something that's totally changed me, and it is this concept of kitchen alchemy. Okay, let's talk about where this came from. What I realized is food is not just fuel. Food is nourishment to your body, but so much more as well. And I really believe that we as a society can do better than getting boxes upon boxes of things at Costco. And I'm not judging you. Like, I was there, I was that mom. And that's what you have for dinner every night. And so I am all about incrementally doing things to help ourselves improve. And maybe that improvement is like one night you have cheddar and broccoli soup from Panera that came from Costco. Oh my God, my oldest loves that. But he'll have that with homemade bread. So you see how that's like incrementally we're doing better. So that is kitchen alchemy. And that's what I'm going to be talking about in this channel. So moving forward on this channel, you're going to see this concept of kitchen alchemy woven into the recipes that I share with you. We're aligning all of these things. Okay, your dietary needs. Like for me, I don't eat egg and I'm not eating dairy right now. Lordy, that's a feat. So we're including dietary restrictions. We're including the things that you and your family like to eat. And all of that is how you create nourishing meals for your family. So today I'm going to be sharing a recipe with you that you can use at home and as your introduction to kitchen alchemy. So we're going to be making an anti-inflammatory chai. So anti-inflammatory is a big word, buzzword right now. And basically what we're going to do is the things that are inflammatory to us. And if you haven't taken a food sensitivity test and you think that you might have an inflammation around certain foods, I highly recommend it. The things that are inflammatory to us, we're not including in this recipe. So the link below will take you to the actual recipe. So you'll get all of the specifics below. So we're going to use fresh ginger, and we're going to use the cardamom pods, and we can go ahead and crush those up. I have a little teeny tiny mortar and pestle that I use for situations like this, but you can also get powdered cardamom if you're like, Vic, that's too much work. All of these herbs are great at supporting the body and doing different things. But one of the things I love is that it's warming and it makes me feel good. So especially on a fall day like today, I say fall because we live in Texas, it's still 80 degrees. This is a great day to make a homemade chai. Okay, here's our pot. If you really want to make this cinnamony, add it in 2 more cinnamon sticks. If you want to add more ginger, clove, star anise, whatever you want. This can be your chai tea. If you want it caffeinated, add 2 to 3 teaspoons of black tea. I don't do caffeine. Bad things can happen when I drink caffeine. So this is just going to be a decaf chai for me. I highly recommend you use two things for the straining process. Obviously, a fine mesh strainer, and I'll put a link for this in the description, but also this guy. This is a canning funnel. If you've never seen this, this is helpful because let's say liquid is splish splashing all over here, it just goes straight down, and that's what you want, okay? Okay, and you can leave it on the stove for longer if you want. You can make this with more spices and you'll see that it's way darker. This is still hot. One of the advantages of using glass jars is you don't have to worry about anything melting. When this cools off a little bit, I'm gonna add some honey, and you can add whatever kind of sweetener you want. If you want stevia or monk fruit or whatever, but this is gonna be our concentrate. And from there, we can add whatever kind of milk you like. The nice thing about this is like 2 cups for me. So think about $16 I just saved from having to go to Starbucks. But if you really love chai, you can figure out, like, I like more ginger, or I like more cinnamon or cardamom or whatever. And you can make a big batch of this at the beginning of your week, and then you just have it all week to drink. So this, I think, is spectacular. Some of the chai concentrates that you buy at the store have so much sugar. I would rather add just a little bit of honey to whatever it is that I make. You guys, this is so good. This is so much better than any coffee shop. This is so delicious. What I really love about this is that you can customize it to what you like. You can really customize this to what you like. I'm really loving this, and I'm excited because look how much of the concentrate I have left for later this week. So that is my recipe for this week. Thank you so much for joining me and for learning a little bit about what I call kitchen alchemy. Like I said, this is just such a special thing that we can do that is free, but it's something a little extra special that we can do for our loved ones. All right, friends, make sure you like and subscribe and share this with a friend who you think needs to know how to make their own chai so they can avoid Starbucks and the drive-through line and save themselves $8 a week. Doesn't that sound great? All right, I'll see you next time.